Henry Lee is one of my best friends. He has been a frequent contributor and presenter for CDPUG, and is in addition to being past president. So all that means Henry's not very good at saying no. A Cleveland Institute of Art graduate, his training as an industrial designer has helped him adapt to many disciplines and feed his love for all things creative and technical. And Henry's done a few presentations recently on 3D and also on the Affinity products that you can all see on the YouTube page. So let me open up your PDF, Henry, and get you started.
Thanks, you're too kind. I'll send a check in the mail next week. Hi, my name is Henry Lee. Thank you for the privilege of your time tonight. I wanted to introduce you to my work. And it always starts with a dream and an idea, just like everything else we've done in this creative life. You know, we all come up with ideas. It's just a matter of figuring out how to make it come to life. And that's how it all started. My journey started a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Just kidding. We all started with little simple drawings when we were growing up, and it started getting more and more sophisticated as we figure out the rest of the world around us. And to this day, I still enjoy spending time with my nieces drawing. As you can see from this huge wall of napkin drawings I've been doing the last 2-3 years. And I finally convinced myself to actually start doing this digitally, but it's a journey that I'm still on today. I really enjoy doing this stuff. But I wanted to do a little bit more than just drawings. I discovered other things along the way that I really got into it. And then I discovered 3D. It was like, oh, holy crap. It was like a light came on board. It was all of a sudden, it was something that took shape and form. So it was kind of really cool. And I really look forward to pursuing this avenue. So that's how I got going down the road. It was very basic at first. We started with little squares, cones, cylinders, circles, you know, the basic shapes. It's the basic building block for a lot of things, for drawing. But in this case, it was for 3D. And I was able to make the most of it. So it was baby steps before I started taking off running. As I was cruising along, learning about 3D. I had started out on a Mac doing this stuff. And as you can see from this little exhibition, you can see the kind of evolution of the different characters. And as far as how the 3D models became more and more sophisticated as technology kind of came onto its own. I mean, it's just incredible how far we've come in the last 20 years as we moved from Amiga computers and Commodore 64s to Macs that we've been using. And as you can see from these manuals, I've been using some of the software for a very long time, especially Poser. And those of you who remember Ray Dream Studio and Bryce, when they came, we were part of the Meta Creation and Kai's Power Tool kit. Some of these apps are no longer around, like Ray Dream Studio, but Poser is still around in its 11th year and actually 12th form. And Bryce is no longer supported except on the Windows. But it was slow going, and I slowly got my footing for all this stuff. And again, I started on Mac, but I realized that slowly that I was outgrowing the Mac platform. And the only way to conquer 3D was to actually start working on the Windows platform, which had hardware that the Mac didn't have. Plus, I needed to sleep. With each piece, I kind of learned and discovered new things. It was just like these little tiny little building blocks, and that we learned along the way. And as we got better and better at putting these building blocks together, I was able to get better and better and faster at creating these images. And I was slowly stripping away the technical aspects of it. So now I'm honing my craft and understanding the art of 3D. As you can see from this image, you can see it's very much like setting up a stage. You know, you're setting up a studio, lighting, you're incorporating photography, a lot of different disciplines that I've had mentioned in the past when I was doing the 3D presentations. Then I was experimenting with lighting. There were a lot of other things that kind of go into it. So you kind of focus on that for a little bit. And that's what I was concentrating on, some of these images. Some of these images are a little bit older than the others, but these are all within recent memory. Then it was on to vegetation and HDRI lighting. For those who don't know what HDRI, it's high dynamic range images. It's what allows you to see Tony the Tiger in these commercials, and it looks like he belongs in the scene with the real live actors that are with him in that commercial. It makes the unbelievable believable. And then I started playing around with fur and animals, conquering each little nuance piece to create, more realistic renderings and playing around with other elements. Just getting away from humans, so we could focus on, the art of actually doing the 3D. As I was coming it all together, now it's learning to begin to put together what I understood about photography. And so I was able to incorporate that into the renderings. And then I started having a little fun with styles, as you can see from the Christmas one, and some of the other images I have up there. And to this day, right now, I'm honing my craft and I'm beginning to have a lot of fun. Again, I'm stripping away from all the technical stuff that we've been doing and just focusing on just coming up with the ideas and executing them. Inspiration can come from anywhere at any time. As I said, it all starts with a dream and an idea. And it's just a matter of going to town with this stuff and getting it to fleshing out the ideas and make it happen. Although creating 3D is time consuming, it's very, very rewarding, because at the end of the day, when you get the final image and you're looking at the stuff, it is absolutely amazing. And if I don't like the view or perspective of the finished rendering, I can always rotate or circulate around the image I finished inside the 3D program, and I can add to it, or I can see it from a different perspective. So sometimes we just need a fighting chance to get a voice in this day and age. There's so much talent out there, as I can see from just the people who are attending tonight. It's incredible. So, after all these years of being in the industry of doing artwork for everybody else, I want to find my own voice. And that's what I'm trying to create. So I really appreciate you guys taking a look at some of the artwork I have. And at this point, the possibilities are limitless. I'm investing in newer hardware soon that'll allow me to create these images in a much faster time frame, so I can even get more crazy with some of the lighting and some of the images and some of the effects. So thank you for the privilege and honor of your time tonight and listening to my story of my craft. I am Henry Lee. I am also known as Native Arts Cleveland. You can find me on Instagram. I'm also the artist known as Henry Lee. And no, I'm not going to change my name to a sign like a certain artist who's passed away. So thank you again. Appreciate it.
All right, thank you, Henry.
Thanks.